Hi, pipe smokers, and happy Wednesday. Wednesday, March 3rd, 2024. I'm Paul Gilson, aka Paul the Pipe Guy, live from the outskirts of Rochester, New York, in the United States of America. Thank the Lord. Yeah, so hope everybody's having a good week. We're more than halfway through the work week. No, we're halfway through it. Yeah, we just have Thursday and Friday, so we're more than halfway through it. 3 days down, 2 to go, and then it's the weekend. So it's 42 degrees outside here in upstate New York. Rainy, cloudy, damp. Let's start something on fire. Yeah. So I went to get my 2020 Bengal slices. There was enough for one bowl. I think my cat is smoking my Bengal slices when I'm at work. Cali, C-A-L-I, the killer calico cat. Because I note everything. This jar, the tin that I put in here, in this jar, was dated May of 2021, and I opened it on 3/14 of 2024. That's impossible. It must have been 3/14 of 2023. I don't know how that could happen. But it's gone. I put the rest of it in here. And this beautiful poker pipe, I only smoke Bengal slices out of. Yeah, look at that briar. Look at that briar. Look at it. Yeah. That's beautiful. And this pipe was gifted to me from a good mate of mine who is very private, so I'm not going to mention who it is, but he is a subscriber, so thank you. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, it's so good to be home. So yeah, so this corncob pipe, sharing with you guys last night, and that's why I always blow out on my pipes, unless I smoked them in the last couple days. I still blow out at them. You never know what's crawled in there. It did. It had a nest in there, and someone misunderstood me and said you had a mouse nest in your corncob pipe. No, it wasn't a mouse nest. It was actually a spider nest, which the spider had climbed down in there. And right in here, in this whole area, was full of thick cobwebs, and it was not easy to get out because the end of that stem is real small. So, but I managed to MacGyver it out, and we're all good. Yeah. So, yeah, so we had this week a couple of informational videos for new smokers. If you're watching this video tonight and you're a new pipe smoker, or you've considered trying it, earlier this week I did two videos on different tobacco types that I would recommend for a new pipe smoker, and then we went over different pipes. And then the second video we learned, I shared with you how I pack my pipe and how I smoke it, which may not be the way everybody does it. There's no right way. It's whatever works for you. Mm-hmm. by the way, Robert Cornelius is one of my good subscribers. Robert Cornelius shared with me today that he watched the video on the corncob pipe and told me that when he was growing up and he was a little boy and then also growing up, everyone called him corncob. Ha ha ha. So if you have Robert Cornelius as one of your subscribers, his real name is Corncob. I told him, I says, Robert, you shouldn't have told me that. You know, I have a sadistic sense of humor. And I really thought about this. I really thought about contacting all my presenter friends on the YTPC. And, hey man, if you do at least a 1-minute video on why Robert Cornelius was called corncob as a child, we're going to have a giveaway for you. And the presenters, they'll get 3 tickets, the ones that do a video, and the ones that just put in the comments section on my video why Robert Cornelius was called corncob. But then I thought, no, that's stupid. That's going way too far. So we're not going to have a giveaway on why Robert Cornelius was called corncob. Although, in the comment section below, if you do want to put, why you think that Robert Cornelius might have been called corncob, you're welcome to. But there's no prize. Hi, Robert. Latakia Rich. Ah, 4-year-old Bengal slices. I have 3 unopened tins of the 2020 version. And then I have a mason jar that I just opened up that I put a tin. This is going back. I bought those May of 2021. And then when I couldn't find them anymore, I finally broke down and bought the 2022 Bengal slices. What was really weird for me, because after smoking the 2021s for so long, you open up a newer tin of something that is the same or extremely similar, it tasted way off to me. But as soon as I put this later batch, 2 years newer, into a mason jar for about a month or so, the air and oxygen got to it inside that mason jar, and she just started to aerate and then I tried it and I was like, okay, now this is the real deal. At first I was like disappointed. Oh yeah. It's burning good. Yeah. So tomorrow I have a GBD vintage. I'm talking, this is old. This is not from the 80s or 70s or 60s. It's old. And it's a GBD Canadian style pipe. I'm going to show it to you in a little cameo, because what I need to do with this pipe, I'd have to keep my video on pause for like 24 hours. There's a ton of oxidation on the little stem that it has. You know, Canadian pipes, they normally have a real long shank and about an inch to an inch and a half, about an inch and a half stem on them a lot of times. This is good. Can't wait for summer. My spring daffodils have come up, and so those are definitely up. Debating on whether to have a vegetable garden or not this year. I don't know, I've had a vegetable garden for the last 2 years. This would be the third. I don't know, for some reason I'm getting crop failures. You know, maybe it's the deer and the rabbits and stuff that are eating them down. I don't know. I got a bunch of mushroom mulch, which is super rich in nitrogen, that I'm gonna spread out and then hire someone to come in and rototill it in. I think really what happened is 2 years ago in the spring, I had some trees cut down, and then I had a stump grinder buddy of mine come over, ground out the stumps, and we took all of that fresh stuff from the stumps, wood chips, and threw it into my garden and raked it in and tilled it in. And I think it was just too fresh, threw the pH level way off maybe on my soil. I don't know. We're going to give it another go this year. And no, I'm not growing marijuana. Might put some nice rose bushes in. Oh yeah. We're going to pause the video. We'll be back in a nanosecond. Robert Cornelius. Oh yeah. So we're back. And we have our Stanwell pipe here. This grain, every time I smoke it, I use the pipe polish on it, rub it up and down. It's just coming back. That pipe looks brand new, man. Look at that. Yeah, and we still have some last night's tobacco in it, which is our I forgot what I had in it. I think it's our Revolution. I'll be able to tell you in a second. Let's let it start it on fire. I'm definitely not opposed. Or if I got a couple of pipes sitting out here, I smoke them doing a video. Let's say if I got a half a bowl left, which is about what's in here, I'll clean the ashes out. I'll smoke it the next day. The only kinds of tobacco that I found that don't taste well is the brown Irish twist and the rum twist. For some reason, after you smoke, if you smoke half a bowl of that, let it sit out for 24 hours, it's not good. To me, at least. So yeah, we got the November presidential election coming up. And I haven't really seen anybody on TV doing debates or anything like that. Certainly haven't seen any, debating from Trump. I mean, he's said his things and that, but he's not debating. Nobody's debated yet. There hasn't been a Trump-Biden debate. Mm-hmm. I remember when Trump ran and, the last time he ran and won, that would have been in 2016. Man, my neighbor was over and we were watching the debates all the time. They haven't had any of that. I wonder why. Oh, this Revolution is so good. It's by E.A. Carey, Revolution. And it just is a great Latakia blend. I am a Latakia junkie. Corn cob. Do me a favor, Robert Cornelius. If you ever get pulled over by the police or arrested, if they ask you if you have any aliases, tell them, yeah, they call me the corn cob. We're going to let this baby rest. Oh, yeah, look at that. Gorgeous Stanwell pipe. What a great smoker. Oh, yeah. And we have bowl number 37, a rat raise. Hail to the king. And I bought this one of my subscribers. I'm not going to mention who it is. He's that private guy that doesn't want to be mentioned. We talk all the time. He said, you ought to try a rat race pipe. And he's like, oh, you can get into the entry level for X number of dollars. And I was like, no, I want like the top of the line. And so that's what I got. And it's a 9mm filter. I don't use the filters. And in that, we have some Maltese Falcon. Who likes Maltese Falcon? I love that stuff. Let me just read what it has in it. Okay, here. Let me put the pipe down. All right. And I'll just share with you. Maltese Falcon, and this is a GLP's blend. If you like Latakia, you would love this blend. Yep, stylish, dark, and alluring. Generous quantities of Cyprian Latakia are blended with matured red Virginias, exotic Orientals, and just a little bright flue-cured leaf to offer a deep, full-bodied, yet silky smoke with an intriguing sweetness, enhanced by a discreet and mysterious spice. Maltese Falcon possesses an exquisite balance, a wonderful all-day English-style mixture. Yeah, and I love this blend. I only bought 1 tin of it. Well, maybe I do have more tins. I don't know, man. You buy so much tobacco, you know, you forget what you have. I've got a Lane Cedar chest full of unopened tins, and then plus a lot more than that. So, This pipe is a great smoker. I should come out with a video on my 10 top smoking pipes that I love. Oh. We forgot to clear the palate. Anyways, cheers. We have a Busch beer here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. And that does clear the palate very well. So we have April, and then in May, we have another 5 pay periods. What do I mean by that? If you're paid every week by your employer, you get paid every Friday or every Thursday. Well, in May, there's 5 Fridays, which means that you get paid 5 times instead of 4, which means you get an extra paycheck, which means you can afford to buy more pipes and cigars and tobacco. That's the way I look at it. Yeah, that's good. So, my brother Greg Tunnel, the Tunnel Take, he sent me this wonderful keychain. YTPC Team Freedom. And I thought, how cool would it be to have some nice beer mugs like that hold a full pint made up with that on it. You know, I used to have like 4 beer mugs. I don't know what happened to them. And I would keep them in my freezer, you know, just the mugs. And then you'd pull them out and they'd frost right up. You pour that pint in. You got to do it slow or it's going to overflow. That'd be cool. Maybe I'll have some of them made up. Well, I'm going to finish this bowl up. And that is our Wednesday night smoke together. Yep, I'm Paul the Pipe Guy, live from the outskirts of Rochester, New York, in the United States of America. Happy pipe smoking, pipe smokers. over and out.